It's probably been like 7 years since I made a YouTube video. Yeah, so this feels very weird and new, but I feel like a lot of people go through this kind of stuff and it's not really talked about by a lot of influencers on the media because it's just taboo, you know? Hi, my love. How are you? Oh my god, you're so cute. I love you. Yes, you're so perfect. I know. Good girl. If there's one thing that I learned this year is that your mental and physical health are the most important things to take care of in your life. About a year and a half ago, I broke up with a longtime best friend for the sake of my mentality and then began one of the hardest times of my life. I had grown, accepted the change, and was trying to move forward. But what I realized was that I needed help. Serious help. And that is why I decided to go to rehab. I had 2 years left of college only to realize that that would not be the path that I had decided to take, but instead tackling these mental health issues that I had been dealing with for my whole life. And then I went. I checked myself into treatment thinking I would be out in a couple of weeks, but instead ended up staying the required month plus an additional month to take advantage of the therapy that they offered. To be frank, I was unbelievably lucky to have gotten that opportunity at one of the best rehab facilities in the country. I made lifelong friends and healed beyond what I ever could have imagined for myself. And then, just like that, it was back to the real world. Off I went to sober living, where I stayed for 6 months and miraculously had one small relapse from drinking kratom. But other than that, I was doing really good. I had been doing a special kind of therapy called EMDR, where my therapist moved his fingers across my face while I talked about the things that plagued me. With his help, I was able to move past the traumas that I experienced when I was as young as 4 years old. And then, once again, I was blasted into real life, where the desire for substances hit me like a rock. I had relapsed by doing whippets, also known as galaxy gas, with a boyfriend who fueled that addiction and was transported back to the dark place I was trying to escape so desperately by going to treatment in the first place. And then I met Josh. He quickly saw that I was spiraling downhill and helped me bounce back to recovery away from harmful substances like whippets. We had instantly connected. Finally, I found the person that I wanted to share my life with, who cared so deeply about me. Ultimately, we had both gotten kicked out since we didn't have a written lease and went to live with his aunt for a couple months before we got our own place. Finally, we had our space where we could be ourselves and eventually find our new member to our growing family. What are you doing? And that is when we got this little munchkin. Her name is Zombie Juice. We actually found her just on the road, and we learned that all of her brothers and sisters ended up getting run over, unfortunately, which is so sad. But we were able to save her. She's kind of crazy, but she's only like 2 months old, so what are you gonna do? If you know the rappers Flatbush Zombies, then you know Zombie Juice. So after we got this place, that's when I actually found my very first job, which was at the Mathnasium at West Palm Beach. It was an awesome job. I really, really enjoyed it. I got to teach kids math every day. It was honestly such a vibe. If there's one thing that I want to get across to whoever is watching this, is that if you're thinking about it, do it. Don't be ashamed for prioritizing your mental health because I promise you that it's worth it. You can get better. You just have to make that first step. I think I'm gonna tell him today. Oh my god, Zombie Juice. Come on, get down, get down. Come on. Oh my god. I think I am gonna tell him today. I can't even fathom my life without him. He's probably watching this right now, and honestly, I'm nervous. I'm really fucking nervous. Like, I really, like, and it doesn't mean I don't love him and I don't care for him. I love him and I care for him so much. So I told him yesterday, and I told him that this is just something that I'm thinking about, and it could be a really good opportunity for me, you know? I'm so torn because Part of me knows that you don't leave the people that you love, but at the same time, I feel like part of me feels like I am gonna leave. It's not that I don't love him, I love him so much, and he deserves the absolute best, and I feel like I can't give him that. I'm 22 years old. I feel like there's life elsewhere that I need to be living. I feel like I need to be growing somewhere else and finding myself, and he's such a great guy. I love him so much. I keep going back and forth because it's just not an easy decision to make. And my uncle, he actually told me a piece of advice that really like stuck with me. And he said, "Don't decide." But it's hard because it's like, how can you not decide? I feel like our choices and our decisions that we make in our life end up resulting in the outcome of our life. So it's like, how could you not decide? If I leave it up to the universe or something, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. This is really hard. It's really fucking hard, man. So I just came back from St. Petersburg in Florida, where I went to an event where my brotherhood had one of their events. So during the time that I was down there, I realized that the relationship that I was in was not healthy. It was not healthy for me. It was not healthy for him. It was not healthy for anyone involved. And I don't want to go into like too much detail, but um, because I want to respect his privacy and my own too. It was just a horrible situation. I felt like I needed to leave immediately. So I called my family and they actually helped me move all of my stuff from that place to my mom's house, which was so nice of them. I'm so grateful for them. So I stayed with my family for a little bit and then I ended up coming to my dad's house and unpacking all of my shit that I ended up bringing. I'm out of the relationship now and I have so much like clarity for how unhealthy it was and how toxic it was. Even though I love him and I wish the best for him, I love him so much and he deserves the world. But that's the thing, I also deserve peace at the same time. I can't just ignore my own needs, you know? I'm trying to vlog more. I'm trying to get my shit together so I can go to Israel. This is probably going to be the end of my 1 year after treatment video because I left my relationship. This is where I am as of right now, and I couldn't be more glad and more grateful for the people in my life and just the situation that I'm in now. It could be so much worse, honestly. Like, it could be so much worse. I have so much support. There's so many people who care about me and who love me, and I'm just so grateful. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a very real and raw, um, I hope it gave you kind of a real and raw vibe to this video because I wanted to be able to connect with you guys as much as possible. It meant a lot to me that I wanted to make this video I wanted to make this video as real as possible because this past whole year after I got out of treatment has not been easy, but at the same time, it's my life and I want to be able to share it and show the reality of coming out of treatment and figuring out what I want and figuring out what I wanted to do with my life and where I'm gonna go. Definitely subscribe if you are new to my channel. I'm trying to build my channel and I'm gonna be posting a lot more vlogs. So I really hope you enjoyed. For now, I'm just gonna chill at my dad's house and I'm gonna go get the rest of my stuff later today. So, oh yeah, so there's one other thing that I wanted to talk about. I actually ended up relapsing on Whippets. For me, it's hard because when you're in treatment, you get put on medication, and that medication makes it so that if you do like drugs, for example, if you do like any kind of drug, it doesn't really work because you're already on medications and it kind of like counteracts the side effects of doing the drugs. And whippets for me are one of the only things that actually makes me get high. So that was something that I actually relapsed on. Obviously, I'm not going to show that on camera, but I wanted to include that in this video just to share more about my journey and connect with you guys and not just show that it's just all perfect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go and eat some food and journal some more. So thank you so much. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more. I'm gonna be posting a lot more vlogs. I'm gonna go to Israel soon, and I'm gonna go on my journey on Masa there. So I'm really, really excited. Thanks. Bye.